a guy who was extremely important for the 154 division, held titles, lost it to J-Rock. He did come back, but he's been off for a little while. What are you expecting from that guy?
That's what's interesting, because he's going under a little bit of an identity, not theft, but a changeover here. He was the bully, the boogeyman at 154, walked guys down, won a pair of titles, went in there blood and guts with Arislandi Lara, the fight of the year, and then just at the peak of his stardom, man, he got upset by J-Rock Williams.
In his hometown.
In his hometown, and he's had layoffs. He lost his father over the last year, which was a big part of who he was, the man and the boxer, obviously, and then he came back. And he beat Chio Santana on Showtime. We watched that. But he's trying to be a boxer in that fight under new trainer Kei Kuroma. He does his best business in the trenches. I think Luis Arias, who's a full-size middleweight, been in there with Danny Jacobs, Selechki, guys that, big-time experience, he's going to want to fight. And I think we're going to see the old Jared.
Let me ask you guys this. So when the main event is Floyd and Logan, how do you feel about these legit, Hurd legit, man?
Super legit, yeah.
There's 2 legit fights on there.
Yeah.
How do you feel about those going on the same card?
I'll tell you this. I don't think anyone's figured out the right formula for this. And I think Showtime is trying. Triller tried. Everyone's trying. What's the right balance of legit fight with sideshow? Let's just call it what it is. And so how do you mix the two together in a way that's palatable to a wide enough audience? And the question is, what is the audience? Does the audience want real boxing? Do they just want the fluff? I don't think anyone has a real clear read on how exactly to package it. Tomorrow, my understanding is it will be a little bit, it'll feel like a traditional boxing broadcast, but with some elevated fun. You're going to be Mario Lopez, for example.
I'm a giant Mario Lopez.
A huge Mario Lopez.
So it's not that serious.
We tried to mix live music with boxing. That sometimes works. A lot of times
that was
it
just for the
work.
weigh-ins. I don't think there's any live music tomorrow.
Maybe we can mix stand-up comedy. Maybe you can open for Floyd. That's not a bad gig. That's not a bad gig.
It's not bad. It's going to be a tough crowd.
That's a tough crowd. That's very hard to do. Still, I wonder.
It's interesting, right? I don't know the...
What do you mean?
Meaning putting real, when you put those legit fights on there.
The question is, how much do you want to see of one versus the other? What does the audience expect? Correct. Because, the Logan Paul audience, that's not the Jared Hurd audience.
They're not into it.
Not even close.
They're not into it.
But can they be converted? Could it be interesting? Maybe that's the real boxing you get attached to. You just kind of sort of notice the main event because it's obviously grabbing everyone's attentions, but maybe Jared Hurd does something to...
And we don't want to gloss over the co-feature as well.
Real quickly, though, I just want to say, I just feel like I tend to think that it's good exposure for the the real dyed-in-the-wool boxers, but I don't think this meaningfully makes boxing more popular. I think it makes this event popular, but I think boxing to get popular